Okay, here we are in part 2 of a Saturday session. I'm the Abba. All the Cados are in the house right here. I think I've got about 40 or 50 folks hanging out right now. I'm eating popcorn. Somehow I left my mic on. Really? Somehow? Wait a minute, I'm looking for 1 a.m. to drop that old man emoji again. And so people heard me burn my finger while making popcorn. Or opening the popcorn bag, right? That's the one. That's the pain right there. You see 1 a.m. See how he is? All right, so I got the popcorn in my mouth. And we're going to continue on. I've been having a really good time compared to yesterday, where I had to cancel the stream yesterday because I was feeling kind of crummy. I was feeling so crummy, I actually did a video about feeling crummy, and I posted it on the Positive Wave Writer. So that's what you got. Go make some popcorn. If you got popcorn, go. Make some popcorn right now. Oops. Now I got popcorn on my crutch. 3-second rule. Well, now because of inflation, it could be up to 7-second rule. I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to grab one more fist of popcorn. I can't help it. Aren't we addicted to it? All right, here we go. Next up, Senor Rui. Are you in the house? Senor Rui. And we are going to listen to a song from Senor Rui. Is that an Ace Ventura moment? And this song from Senor Rui is going to be from a band or an artist called Lotte Kestner. And the name of the song is True Faith, New Order cover. And the message is a cover of New Order's True Faith. This is credited in the 2023 TV adaptation of the game, The Last of Us. However, it was written long before then, a few years before the first game was released in 2013. Then a faithful rendition of the cover was used in 2020 for the game's sequel, sung by the main character, which pissed a lot of people off for some reason. Yeah, I could see how some of the gatekeeping elitist fans might have go into labor over that and get all dilated. Then it was included in the TV series. So there's that and less useless bit of information. I like that, Senor Rui. All right, guys, let's do this. This is from Senor Rui. Let's go.
So extraordinary, something's got a hold on me. I get this feeling I'm in motion, sudden sense of liberty. I don't care 'cause I'm not there, and I don't care if I'm here tomorrow again and again. I've taken
I love the recording. It almost sounds like single mic.
Of the things that
Guitar
cost you too much. I used to think that the day would never
Great engineering and production right there.
but in the shade of the morning sun, my morning sun is a drug that brings me near to the childhood I lost, replaced by fear. Used to think that the day would never come, then my life would depend on the morning sun, but the day would never come.
Is that a fretless bass back there?
When I was a very small girl, very
background vocals there.
Your destiny comes to nothing. I can't tell you where we're going. I guess there's just no way of knowing. I used to think that the day would never come. Let's see the light in the shade of the morning sun. My morning sun is a drug that brings me near to the childhood lost, replaced by fear.
I can't tell if that's a big plate or if it's a cathedral setting on the reverb.
That my life would depend on the morning sun. That the day would never come.
What a beautiful cover. I loved her voice in this. I noticed that arrangement-wise and instrument uses, they kind of layered up a couple times different passes, different arrangements of the same acoustic guitar tone. At one point, I could have swore I heard something that was reminiscent of a fretless bass. Not an upright, but a fretless. Just the whole intimacy. Like I said, how I love the recording sound. It almost sounded like at the very beginning, it almost sounded like one mic in a bedroom. You know, like maybe in the middle here, and it was picking up the guitar and the vocals. And I guess this interpretation of the song, to stand alone, to be quiet, to be, you know, in the self, if you would, and to be present, was really relayed really well. Not only in the vocal performance and the arrangements, but in the engineering, because the engineering did what engineering is very known for, flavorfully being able to give us a sense of stereo, of, you know, stereo imaging and dynamics like that. Just occasional little sparkles of it. Little background vocal will split it nice up in here. It kind of wakes you up. It just kind of, it changes your senses, you know? It's like a little bit of a Michelin appetizer, Michelin star appetizer kind of vibe. Senor. Very good. Yes, cozy. I think that's would be the one. Cozy, without a doubt. I think that definitely does it. Best way to put it. Let me see who's up next. Is going to be 90 Night 99 is up next, and we're going to be listening to a track called Godspeed You. Black Emperor. Oh, we got some Black Emperor coming in the house, guys. Are you guys ready? The name of the track is Moya. And we were just talking about this back in the last stream. and I think that's one of the things that when I think of Black Emperor, you just know it's going to take a minute for them to let you marinate into something to bring you into the fold. That dissonance is kind of like a one nipple hard move. I guess I could have chose a different way to explain that. Uh-oh, here comes everybody in the chat. This could have been a little bit of a movement in Game of Thrones. Jeez, how long was I muted for? Sorry about that, guys. Did I start off the stream muted? I love the bell percussion in the back. I just don't know exactly what that is. I'm trying to identify it. Because it is changing tones. Yeah, I guess it must be some kind of handbells. very unique harmony happening in the lower registers here, the left and right. This is so vamping. It's like Transylvania vamping. Vampire, get it? I love that the bells are still in there. This has got to be like a middle track. I'm thinking in like a concept album. I can't tell if it's a dulcimer or not. Nice to know that that's raw, organic. Such a vibe track, right? Just full growing, top to bottom, vibe track. Like I said, it sounds like it could have been a track in the middle where, in a concept album, something had to break a little bit of whatever could have been coming before and to start another rebuild of another phase, excuse me, or another half of the album. But it's one of those things. Oh shit, now I got the popcorn coughs. Stand by. God, I got a kernel stuck in my gullet. Excuse me. Oof. It was just something like it was like a vibe separator of a track. Because what I'm swaying to is da 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 da, that kind of a vibe that kept on swinging us in and out. It was a nice little slow grow. I think it was, once again, this is really just cracking an egg over my head and how the power of simplicity and just getting into vibe composition is really important. I've mentioned to you guys in the last few months, I'm trying to write some new things and stuff, and my default setting is how crazy can I get, and kind of forgetting on how powerful simplicity is like this. And everything, this was great. What was great about this whole track is everything was live instruments, you know, as far as I can remember at least. And I like that because the human element in this kind of spacey, kind of laid back, melancholy, you know, hopecore. I mean, this could have been a little bit of hopecore, I think, somewhere in that kind of vein. But thank you very mucho for dropping that in on us. Uh-oh, kebab seller, guys. Kebab seller's in the house. And you know Kebab seller's bringing us, he's right now has been very consistent with dropping on us some One Piece. So, are you guys ready? This is from our friend Kebab Seller. The name of the song is Luffy. This is one of the theme. This one's the theme of the main character, the one at the top right. Okay, so I guess in the thumbnail, for me, that's a reference. For you guys who are really knowledgeable about the anime One Piece, you'll probably know what this is. So let's go. Kebab core, I like that. Very well done. Okay, here we go. Sounds the beginning of Master Thespian by John Lovitz. Nice little bassoon work. Oh, it's beautiful. I love how it goes in and out of the Baroque pulse. These composers are just phenomenal. In my mind, I'm trying to imagine what this music is playing under, even though it's representing that character. Like, is he going around being very happy to everybody and saying hi to the town, you know, shepherd and the town, you know, locksmith and the town drug dealer and stuff, and saying, hey, you know. Well, there has to be more, yeah. Wow, I love this. A little fusion with a little bit of synth work in there. Jeez. Man, these guys must have just ate up Carl Stalling. You know if you know. There's a little bit of Hammers and Brockenstein, or whatever. Shammers and Hammerstein. Broccoli and Hammerstein. God, I love these presentations. They're just the right amounts of bits and pieces. Ooh, that bass, what is that? Is it a real bass or is it a... There's a little bit of Leonard Bernstein in here for me. The Kebab Seller, thank you for sending these pieces in. You know, because they have, two or three or four little mini segments in it. It to me, like, it gives me that really unique experience of experiencing it as a as an original, score, instead of some of the tracks that we've been listening to could be extended version of limited scores or of score work, and which also gives me a really great vibe on the grasp that these composers have on so many different styles that they can implement, though sticking truly to the orchestral classical aspects of it. I love it when the Kados all join up here and we start talking about how it sounds like Carl Stalling, or I said Stalling or Bernstein. And we had other people saying who else? Some John Williams and everything. But I think the second one on here was the first time I heard an infusion of a little bit of a synth work in there. So I don't know if what I've been listening to has been leaning on a little bit more classical. They obviously will do some hybrid work, and most likely though the addition of synths to an orchestrated piece like this probably has a really definitive dynamic to a character. It would be like as if you had a very wonderful, rich, bold, piece that you're writing, let's say a romantic piece, and all of a sudden some of the music slows down, and you get like a muted trumpet or the drunken, trombone, kind of a thing. So, but once again, to me, it's just an extreme glow to listen to this, because I'm still just mind blown away that there's, these composers take this time and energy to put out music. Same composers, 20 years. And I'm sure I've probably only listened to a fraction of a percent. Thank you so much, Kebab Seller, for bringing that in. I really enjoy those listens. And I think too, the other thing for me is that when I listen to these tracks, because they're short enough, it gives me an opportunity to create my own imagery in my head. Even though I'm looking at this artwork, and there's enough for me to kind of create my own, what could be happening and all that sort of stuff. I think once again, last time I compared it to looking at the Elton John album, which I forgot, not Yellow Brick Road, but the other one, that had all the crazy cartoon characters or the monsters and stuff on it. You could just look at that all day while you're listening to that album, and trying to find Waldo, kind of a thing. But anyhow, thank you so much. And I hope you're doing well as well. Well, it snows in Australia. You is next. It snows in Australia. Would like us. Yes, Captain Fantastic. That was such a badass album, wasn't it? I started to say Yellow Brick Road, but no, it was Captain Fantastic. That was the album cover. Okay, anyhow, back on track. It snows in Australia. It wants us to listen, wants us to listen to, I think this is a band, Mission of Burma. The name of the song is Train. Looking forward to watching this review 3 weeks from now. Oh, well, I'm doing it right now. Snows in Australia is in the house as well. How are you, my friend? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I love it already. This sounds like a great garage recording.
Making sense of all the hidden facts. Hit and run. That's the way it's been.
I love how chaotic the drums are in the fact that it's not in the pocket. But the kick is square.
Pretend to give up.
That's not easy to do.
How can you pretend to give up fun when nothing seems to matter at all? Our cause construction screech while the minds are left to phone and fade with wine. A nice empty shell with wine. A nice empty shell. Find another way, show me, show me. Find another way, show me, show me.
Oh, now I can imagine it, Tom, when you said Keith Moon. Totally.
When I'm thinking still, it's baby alright.
Everything is so wildly unhinged in a perfect way. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Baby alright. Lord, carry me away, show me my partner. 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 Lord, carry me away, show me.
There was something really appealing to with this track with me. I think I think that kind of, I get when Aman said it, that kind of Keith Moon vibe in the drums, you know, just all over the place, but uniquely keeping really straight time with the kick so that it didn't feel completely discombobulated. And that is actually so freaking difficult to do. As well, everything is just kind of lucidly going, you know, and everything. And the kick is just going. That's some left-right brain coordination going on. The song in of itself, though, did definitely seem like it was very, it was like chaotic to be meant to be like that, kind of in this punky way. And it also sounded like, you know, for what it's worth, it must have been maybe a demo that was released. Apparently this is from a project. It did fairly well, 10,000, 18,000 views and stuff like that. But that being said, if that was also the decision of the record company or the artist to record that way, it really pays homage to that style of, I don't know if you want to call it kind of a, I don't know how to say it. Is it kind of a punk thing, Australia? Snows in Australia? Because it definitely had punk elements to me with it, but you know, I was just more taken in with the discursiveness of it, if you would, you know. So, but once again, I don't know if this is, it's post-punk. Okay, good. So it has that. I'm getting good. I'm getting a little gooder at that, as I like to say. It's like, oh, it's also like an 82. Oh, okay. So maybe that's why it had a little bit more of a scoped in kind of vibe, and it was an analog vibe, but I couldn't pin it right now. I'm just my ears aren't what they used to be, so detecting sometimes either analog in its recording environment from tape to tape to tape through mastering, or sometimes you can drop an analog plugin in your mastering session. It's digital, and you can kind of warm it up a little bit. It gets a little crazy, you know, for the engineers. But I know Shaky Wombat way back in the 1900s is what I'm saying. And a galaxy long time away. Thanks, buddies. Good to see you here, Australia. Great Sage Son. Where are you, son? Great Sage Son. A boom, boom, boom. Great Sage Son wants us to do a song from, let's see, Andy Grammer featuring Pt2 chorus. The name of the song is Don't Give Up on Me. And his message is, I was reminded of this performance a few days ago, and it made me think of you and your work. Watch until the end. Good vibes. Me and my work. Wow. I'm flattered that anybody would remember anything that I have ever put out on the internet. So let's see what we got. He says, got to listen to it all the way through the end. I do. Unless it may be a little break thing in there. That's what you might be saying. All right, here we go. No, I don't work anymore. Oh, nice.
I will fight. I will fight for you.
Oh, this is great.
I always do until my heart is black and blue.
Oh, wow.
And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do. I'll reach my hands out in the dark.
Ooh, I love his voice.
For yours too, until I come for you.
That must be the music teacher hitting that bottom.
'Cause I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not yet.
We need to do this in every school. Frick.
Even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up. I'm not
Great harmonies with the choir back there.
giving up, no, not me.
Look at how every child in there is so released. This is beautiful.
I'm not going down that easily. So don't give up on me.
He's getting emotional.
I hold on to you. No matter what this world will throw, won't shake me loose. I'll reach my hands out in the dark and wait for yours to until I come for you. I'll wait for you. 'Cause I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down on my last breath. Even when they say there's nothing left.
Wow.
Don't give up on. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up.
Every single one of those kids are in it. I love it.
Even when nobody else believes, I'm not going down that easily. So don't give up.
Yes, this is Hope Corps, without a doubt. Good call, Modern Gamer. And the natural ambience of that, performance hall was working great.
And I will fight. I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is
And I love it, the whole track is built on that magical 4 chords through and through.
Yeah.
Come on. I love every bit of it. Every single one of those kids was so in there.
God, this song with kids singing it is like,
Guys,
Yeah, look at him.
I want to hear what he's saying. I think you might want to also.
You guys brought me to tears. Thank you so much. That was really, really special.
See, I could see he was getting affected by it.
So good. How old are you all?
7, 10, 5, 8, 9,
It's
12.
not like I'm being over the top, but this was one of my favorite days of my life. It really, really.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry. You guys know I'm a grandfather of 8. Music's been my life. I teach. I do what I can on my channels and all the stuff that I do. And that's this whole merger right here that I saw. It was just absolutely mind-numbingly beautiful, you know, where I'm at in my life, where how important music is to every single one of us. Any of you guys that are still here with me right now and been through all of, you know, whatever things I've done on YouTube and stuff, this is the impact that music has and stuff, and to see them genuinely all in. Let's see, this is a good one. No, that's a bad little place to stop there. That's a great thumbnail stop. To see all the kids all in. Take a look. Even if you just look, even on this screenshot, all the kids are all in. You know, and music just takes you away from the rest of the world. Sing something beautiful, celebrate genders, different ethnicities in the mix here, all celebrating music, and that's what we all do. Sorry, that's just, you know, where I'm at in my life now that I'm in my mid-60s officially, and this is what it's all about, you know. And I still, even for myself, you know, I don't care about being a composer anymore as far as what it used to be. So even the stuff that I'm writing for the nonprofit, you know, anti-vaping campaigns and stuff like that, try to get the kids to sing along too, you know. Okay, you got me going on that one. That was great. That was a great listen. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. Next up, hardcore. We're going to listen to some anime. And let's see what hardcore would like us to check out. Oops, sorry, I discombobulated my... There we go. We are going to be listening to anime track called, it's kind of a compilation, it's called Light Theme, Low of Soplicism, Death Note, Misa Theme B from Death Note, actually. It's a thriller anime. Brilliant student, Light Yagami, or Kira, can kill anyone by typing their name into a Death Note. He starts with good intentions, but quickly becomes a narcissist and sadistic, kills anyone who tries to stop him, Trump. So, okay, let's go. I'm sorry. Sorry. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Ooh, nice. I like that. That caught me off guard. I like there's a little swell that comes in right behind that. It's nice. Nice. I was wondering what they were going to do with the percussion. I like this. Oh, I like that change. It's a little twisty, dissonant vibe. Self-loathing area of the track, maybe. But then again, in the description, it's where he gets narcissistic and arrogant. Yeah. Nice small room sound on the snare. I got to keep listening to it, he said. Oh, guess not. Really loved the track. As attached to, after reading what it was that I was reading. And if by chance, is the track longer? It does say there's a few to it. Should I keep going? I don't know, maybe let me hang on for a second.
切る奴がいるかいるわけがない
Oh, okay. It goes into. Do you guys were telling me this was a good startup anime for me to watch? I thought somebody had already popped that through there. What was unique about it is by reading what he put out there first was that the character started off wanting to do good. As far as it was on the poll even. Okay, good. Maybe I should check into it. That the character really started off and wanted to do good, and it kind of felt that way because the way the guitar pattern came in, there was a little bit. It was a little bit of what I would call a shy, hopeful. Like you didn't know where it was going to go, but then that weird dissonant thing came in, and maybe that was the tug of war of the character, wanting to do good, wanting to be, and then gets pulled down into this other direction where he starts to become cynical and narcissist. And I guess in the description ends up killing other people. And, I think a lot of, without going into a public rinse on this, it just, right now, it just got a vision of a friend of mine who had to leave the police force because he had gone into being a policeman, thinking that he was going to make a difference. And the more and more he got into it, the more darker and cynical and mischievous he got, borderline, doing really the wrong things. I don't know, for some reason I A-B'd that. You go in with this great feeling going, I want to make a difference for my community, and you realize shit ain't running the way you think on the outside, when you're skipping to school and thinking, hey, there goes really nice cops. And I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying his experience of understanding what he had to go through. So, of course, I don't think he went to that place of killing other people and stuff, but I mean, that kind of, vibe, you know what I mean? But he got out, and he ended up being a fisherman. And he's still alive, and he's still fishing, so. Okay, who's next? Derp Cat Dog. Is Derp Cat Dog here? Derp Cat Dog. Let's see. Let me see. This next track is by the artist of the band Battle Beast. The song is Russian Roulette. And the message is, hello, Jeebs. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you. And yes, I am. Here we go. Battle Beast. Let's go. Wow. The vocalist from Scorpion just dropped in. So 1986. Especially with that piano sound. I like that. Oh my God, that delayed gated tinny reverb on the toms. She sounds like the Scorpion singer. I forgot his name. Yeah, Klaus. Yeah. first name was Santa. Right, that's me. There's a little bit of also Pat Benatar in this, right? Good night, Mandrix. Great guitar playing, very 80s. Oh my God, the cheesiness of that. I say this with respect to the whole production, but of the synth sound. What's going on here? Oh my God, that tom-tom.
Hyvät naiset ja herrat. On aika esitellä
What language?
mahtava Battle Beast. Rummuissa pyramiddi!
Oh, it's Finnish. Would this be something that probably should have gone to the Waken Festival? Is it a band like that, yeah?
Joona! Yahoo!
Wow. It's two toms, right? You have the acoustic one going and someone's playing like a pad tom. Oh,
Ja
that bluesy
toisessa
piano.
kitarassa herra Juuso Soinio!
Oh, she's announcing all the bandmates. She has a hell of a voice.
Ja hyvät naiset ja herrat, bassossa
It's trippy.
Eero Sipilä!
Almost sounds like the end of a slot machine.
Ja keskellä lavaa, maailman yksi ja ainoa heavy metal prinsessa, Noora Louhimaa!
I knew there'd be a little more. Yeah, I mean, they're just having the best time ever, Alman. And the video is just goofing around. But her voice, though, every one of those musicians are crushing it, but her voice is phenomenal. Big fat synth. You know, because the chugs have been going through the whole thing in one key, in one note. Ticka, 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 ticka. It kicked ass. Absolutely, it kicked ass. What a fun track. A little corny and cheesebally, and by no stretch of the imagination am I stretching that out for the musicianship and stuff. The sounds, some of the textures of like the synthy pad tom-tom sounds, the regular tom sounds. This definitely reeks of like the 1980s vibes, without a doubt. But apparently this was live in Helsinki in 2023. So I'm assuming the band themselves, I guess, is the band called Battle Beast? I'm not too sure. Or is it called Russian Roulette? Or was Russian Roulette the name of the track and it's called Battle Beast? They definitely had all the wings if you needed to be flying over the Wacken festivals, you know, right up there with all of them. So the Battle Beast is the name of the band. Battle Beast is the name of the band. Oh boy. Next up, CNC Freak. Where are you? Are you here with us, CNC Freak? How are you? What do we got here for CNC Freak? We're going to be doing a track called Winter by the band Yabadum. Yabadum? Hey, how you doing, CNC Freak? I guess it's Yabadum. The song is Winter, and the message is one of my all-time favorite songs. I'm a big fan of the vocal and tempo shifts. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the band. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoys it. I'm sure we will. They always have something to say. Let's go, all right. Oh, this is gonna be nice and sexy and sultry, isn't it? Mm-hmm. How much of them there taters?
You are the clock that wouldn't tick for me. It feels so right,
Oh, the bass on
but
this.
it ain't meant to be. So just don't say anything at all. You make it, you break it, even when you fake it all. Oh, you're on my mind, I'm in your shadow, waiting patiently for a pair of big hands to pull you next to me. It's hard to find something that gets me filled up and empty at the same time.
So cool, man. It's like a 70s
At
jam,
the
laid
same
back.
time, I'm falling over my own steps. They get so clumsy when you get to me. You tear me up. And I thought I knew
bass
what
line coming off camera, there's a
I
note
was.
there.
Now
It's a
I feel
sticky
made
note.
up. I'm a parody. You wake me up.
I love this. This has a kind of a little vibe of the song "Lean on Me."
Oh, what you are is hard to
At least it did there. Now it doesn't.
Teach the deaf, or you could lead the blind just by the shock of your touch. Yeah, I know how it feels, or the knife in your stare, and the way that it peels me over and over till I'm skinned to the core. I found a hole in my heart that wasn't there before. I'm just a pale little boy, looking out for myself, but I start shaking for you and nobody else. Yeah, I'd like to be just simple and dry, but it rains like a storm and I can't fight the sky. If you know what's best for your friends and yourself, you would sit still and shut your mouth. So cut out your fussing now, cut out your fussing now, cut out your fussing, no, cut out your fussing now. Stop it with the fussing now, stop it with the fussing.
I love the build on this. something like this would be something like David Bowie would do, yeah.
Filled up and empty at the same time. You're on my mind, I'm in your shadow, waiting patient.
And that like real that overdriven road sound too. I love
Oh,
that.
you next to me. It's hard to find something that gets me filled up and empty at the same time.
What a fun ass track, man. I love it. That kind of pepped me up a little bit. I love the whole vibe of this. I'm thinking I was gonna cut it off and maybe do the rest of these donos on Monday, but I'm gonna stay here with you guys. This was just a really fun song. It kind of made me go, hey, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling wonderful. I love the little sizzly roads in that, little smoky kind of overdriven roads with that whole thing. And the bass player also had a great sound at the very beginning. I thought we were going to get a little more of a bassy arrangement through the rest of the track, but he glowed up pretty well in a few things. Audio caffeine is right. I just had a shot of audio caffeine with that. Next up, Retro Gamer. Are you still here, my brother? Oompa, 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 oompa. Retro Gamer wants us to listen to a song. Uh-oh, this is going to be a long song. This is a Luminol. Where's Retro Gamer? Let's see if he's still here. So this is Steve Wilson's Luminol live in Mexico. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
I don't know why I'm not used to hearing this from Steve Wilson. Band. Hey, there you are, Retro Gamer. See, something like that I recognize. Oh, is that Marco Miniman playing drums? Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. Great sound of that bass, huh? Uh-oh, Jethro Tull just fell into the stage. Go, Marco. You just know when he's at the kit, it's going down.
To come so far, but end up returning to dust.
Nice. Oh, the guy's using a what you call it for the right hand? Ebo, yes. Yeah, I don't know if you can do a cut time or double time here. What do you think? I say cut time. Of course, he always loves to get up and hit his sambos. Hopefully it's a cut time, but he'll probably go double. Cut time! Yay! Marco's such an amazing drummer. bass player and the drummer start looking at each other like that, you just know it's game on. Everybody's in the dust. There's great musicianship and everything here. It's just such a joy to watch. Now this might be a little bit something more that I'm used to rinsing in with Steven Wilson.
Oxfam Panache and tips his head. Laces undone. He has no truck with idle chat. Work to be done.
Oof, beautiful background.
The songs he learned from scratched LPs. Stop segment flow to sip his tea.
Reminds me of a flautist from my uncle's band Caldera by the name of Steve Travagaloni.
With less than grace. Songs we all know.
Of course, the bass player has the highest voice, right?
Etched on his face. Some rain or snow. The words he sings are not his own. They speak of things he'll never know.
I love the voicings that piano player's playing. Oh, nice. I like that chord. So, I mean, when I hear Steven Wilson, this is like where I'm thinking I'm going. So the opening of this track was like a little like very exciting, but not what I was expecting. But that's what I get for expecting. guys notice that Steve on his keyboard, he's got a Rolodex? What are you thinking about? I guess you know what, that flute sounding like a theremin also has the lead guitar in unison with that. So that's giving it that additional. See how it was bleeding out when the guitar stopped? I mean the flute stopped. Ooh, the bass. I'm waiting for reminds me of the guitar playing by, oh shit, I can't remember. Oh man. Shit, I can't remember that trio. Jeez, what a badass track. My goodness, what a kick-ass, badass track that was. I mean, super proggy, but the very, you know what, there was chunks of this session, of this performance that really made it come together, but there was, it reminded me of a couple of musicians in a trio. God, I hate this part of getting older. I could see the album cover, I could see everything here, I just can't get the neurons to connect on it. Of course, anytime I see Marco Minimum in there, you just know you're going to get yourself some spicy guitar playing and stuff. But once again, the opening and the closing, last 2 minutes, didn't expect, that's not what I'm used to hearing from the Steve Wilson stuff that I've been presented with during any of my listens and stuff, so I'm glad you sent this through. Let me see, guys. Codex, are you here? Mr. Codex, how are you? Codex wants us to listen to the band. How you doing? The band Lordy. The name of the song is Blood Red Sandman. And the message is another song from Lordy, Blood Red Sandman. Hope you enjoy. All right. You guys ready? Let's go. This is from Codex Zen. Thank you so much for being so patient, Codex Zen. What? Oh, no. You must be in another country, my friend. They won't let us listen to it here. They block us Americans. It maybe has to do with the tariffs. I don't know. Something happened there. I'm sorry. Figure out another link or something for me, and I'm going to move on to somebody else. But you did not lose your turn or your space. Just we'll figure something else out. Next up is Brexter. Brexter. Oh, what do you mean ready to go? Ready to go meaning what? I refresh this. Stand by, Brexter. Are you saying ready to go? Like I refresh it? Is that what you're saying? No? What do you mean ready to go? How do we get? Ready to go? Oh, you mean you have another song is what you're saying. I don't think I have any of the mods here to pop it on the forum because I can't take a link over the internet. I tell you what, let me that's what, hey, Turnip from Codex Zen. There was a link that was blocked, a country block, wrong region. I think he has another link that he wants to send me for his song. Is that true? Or a different upload of it? Something like that? No, I can't do it in that because otherwise it won't come across the my screen here. It'll be a blank. Yeah, I've got a different uh-oh, hang on. It's got a text. Boo, boo, boo. All right, in the meantime, let me just go ahead and get into oh, there it is, right there. Sweet, stand by. Thank you, Turnip. Thank you very much. Okay, now we can do this. All right. There it is. I like this because it has a light Renaissance vibe to it. I don't know if that has anything to do with the game. I love the fact that we have organic instrumentation going on here. I love that. The effects with the flute, the blowing, and the... But I like the swarminess of the hurdy-gurdy on this. I like this as a vibe. I don't know if this is like maybe the opening of the game, or maybe this is when you're building your character, or a transition between levels. And if it's not, it would sound like more of a searching part of the game. What is a scam game? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. This sits on its own. Yeah, this definitely sits on its own, even without gameplay of any sorts. Great building the arrangements. Here comes that string arrangement. I knew somewhere it had to come somewhere. A song like this too could work on Journey, the video game Journey. I think because of the visuals in my head created more of a Arabic vibe to it. Yes, I've heard of that Diablo Tristram music. It's recorded so well and so cleanly, too. It has a little bit of a gypsy flamenco vibe to it without the just more the rhythmical value of it. That's what it's kind of ringing to me. This was a great track. I loved it. Unfortunately, I have to bail. I thought I had more time than I had, but my daughter just texted me and they're a few minutes out. But let me just, my thoughts on this track though. I loved, I don't know what a scam game is or something. That might be something with gamers that I'm obviously not familiar with. The track was so well recorded with the raw organic instrumentation and stuff. That kind of Arabic-y, Renaissance kind of vibe, I guess maybe matches with the Witcher style games, if you would. But in of itself, like I was saying, it stands on its own as a piece of music that even if it wasn't attached to a video game, that was something that I'd listen to a few times. Matter of fact, that would be the track, kind of a track I would listen to a couple times and actually play over it. Pick up my acoustic guitar and work and lead over it and stuff. So, you know, that was a good drop.